We're here this morning, Lunenburg Fire Department. We're doing an annual ice rescue training evolution. It's the 5th of February. It's a Saturday morning. My name's Captain Ken Jones. I'm the training officer. We've got about 10 or 12 members of the fire department here to do ice rescue training. We were out here earlier this morning. We cut a hole in the ice to practice rescuing live victims out of the water. This is one of these skills that it's low frequency but high risk, so we like to train everybody on it to make sure that everybody's proficient at it. So we've got 2 rescuers on the sled that are approaching the victim, and the idea is to get the victim out of the water as quickly as possible. So the first rescuer is going to approach the victim, pull the victim up onto the sled, and then as soon as he's out of the water enough, the team on the ground will pull the sled with the victim and the rescuers back to shore. The second person is assisting the rescuer and giving the signal to take up the line and haul the victim out of the water. So the opening on the sled lets you position it over the victim, and then the rescuers can secure the victim. This is a different technique. They're using a piece of webbing on a pole to get a line around the victim, and then they're going to use that to haul the victim up onto the sled. So there's different techniques that we can employ to get the victim up out of the water and onto the rescue sled.
So if I'm the victim, I'm hanging on the ice shelf. He's going to come in around behind me, slip this rope up underneath my arms, and the clip it back to itself. They're in there. And then when he gives the signal, they're going to stop pulling. That line snugs up around me. It's going to pull me out of the hole first, and then it'll pull him behind me.
A little bit about the cold water rescue suits. They're insulated and they're super buoyant. So the boots, you take your shoes off and you just wear your socks in there in the booties. They're rubber booties. They have a little bit of traction on the bottom of them. So they're insulated against the cold, and they're buoyant, so you float pretty well with the suits. And these are purpose-built rescue suits.
Does that sound like one size fits all, or is it?
Basically, it's one size fits all. You can see some of the people that are shorter. They don't fill out the suit quite as well, so it's a little tricky.
Tell us about around the head. How is it?
So there's a neoprene seal around the neck and a hood to keep the water out of the suit. So you bring it up over your head, and it keeps you dry. What they're showing right now is basically it's a snare pole, and we'll use that for mostly for animal rescue. So if you have a dog in the water that you can't grab a hold of, you can get there around its neck or around its body and pull it up out of the water. Most of our rescues, our actual rescues, are animal rescues, are dogs through the ice. And the reason we do that, and we do animal rescues, is to prevent people from going out and getting their own dog or a neighbor's dog or something like that. So this is a technique for basically self-rescue. So either the rescuer or a person that's fallen through the ice, how they're going to get out of the water and back up onto the ice. So the technique is you get as much of your body weight out of the water, kick your feet, and then roll away from the hole. If this ice wasn't safe enough to carry your weight, by rolling away, you're going to distribute weight a little bit better. This morning we cut a hole in the ice using a chainsaw because the ice is about 10 inches thick. So the piece of ice that we cut out, we slid under the ice shelf. We secured it with a rope and an ice screw. So when we're done, we'll pull the ice, the piece of ice back out and put it in the hole, and then by tomorrow morning that will refreeze and this area will be safe again for people to ice skate or ice fish or whatever they're going to do on. That way we don't leave a big open hole in the ice.